Biggie on sports. He says what they won't say.
Number 6, save.
Tune in, connect, and hear a different perspective.
Welcome to another episode of Biggie on Sport. This is your platform where we share news, issues, facts about what's happening within our sporting fraternity, irrespective of the sporting codes. We will be with you with my guest, as I'm going to introduce shortly. But before we get to that, let me remind you that we've been tackling a number of issues that I thrown to the flesh of many people. If you remember quite well, in a previous episode, we spoke about the shenanigans that are happening within our football body, which is the South African Football Association, SAFA in short. We had a guest where we unpacked all those issues, and we went on to speak about the challenges that are faced by Riane Dwaba, as we all know her being the former chairlady of one of the biggest teams in the NSL, known as Riane Dwaba. Well, today is no difference, as there's been a national outcry about the standard of referee within our loving sport, which is football itself. It seems the standard is taking a nosedive. But to take us through and unpack all these challenges and maybe come up with mitigation in as far as the standard of referee in South Africa is concerned, I am grateful and privileged to introduce to you my studio guest, as Victor Hlungwani, popular known as the principal assistant referee, who has been to throughout the world, done the CAF, has done FIFA World Cup, and is here with us to share with you his insightful information and his expert views on the standard of referee in South Africa. Ravi, welcome to Biggie on Sport.
Yeah, thanks for having me, Biggie, and welcome to viewers.
Thank you so much. I like it also when we say in my standard, what do you mean by that?
Beautiful things. Beautiful things. Someone has done a great decision.
Exactly.
That's how we celebrate it by saying,
I'm privileged to be sitting next to you, Victor. We always see you every Monday around 8 o'clock, gracing our television screens with your expert views, your analysis as far as football is concerned, football rules and laws within the game itself. But just for the benefit of the viewers, who is Victor Hlungwani?
Yeah, Victor Hlungwani is a young boy who was born in Giani, in a village called Homo Block 14B. And then passed matric in 1994, a long time ago. And I went to do secondary exchange diploma.
Okay, teacher.
Yeah. And then
teacher was
both. Yeah, because when I went to another country, Capone, the other day, that's when I got the name principal arbiter.
Oh,
yeah, center arbiter or principal arbiter.
Is that the principal on the field? The tag where it's coming from?
Yeah, okay, from Capone. Came Brazilian Capone.
Wow.
So they asked principal arbiter, then I raised my hand. This other one was my assistant. Victor, you are promoted now from center arbiter to principal arbiter. From now on, you are called the principal arbiter.
Yeah.
So it came from there.
Very good. Yeah. The inspiration, where is it coming from? Inspiration of becoming a referee. I understand you started at the tender age of 50.
Yeah, one day they wanted referees for my league. And then I had to go represent my team. They called for the elders to stand up and represent the team. No one volunteered. Then I like, no, my team will be fine here. Let me stand up and represent the team.
Wow.
When I said, no, I can do it because I was very young, 15. They all laughed to say, Victor is very young, he can't do it. But I waited for someone to volunteer, there was nobody. Now they started saying, Victor can do it. I said, I go to a school in the town. So I know English. I won't Greek and I said, so I would say, how are you? But then from there, that's when you realize, no, I'm determined. And then they said, no, Victor will go and represent our team.
So you attending school in town, it was actually an advantage.
Yeah.
And obviously that meeting for me, I don't know if I'm allowed to call it a divine call or a divine meeting.
But how much? Huh?
I mean, you made your debut back there in a game between Santos and
Santos and Island.
Yeah, and when you actually officiated in that particular game, that was your first official game. And you did before that, you're officiating Hlungwani.
Yeah.
The dynamics are different from Hlungwani to in a turf, where there is a capacity crowd.
Yeah.
How was it?
No, I'm not because I'm over in the casket. And you know when you go to Cape Town, Santos in Cape Town.
Yes, and
When you arrive, you were greeted by the supporters.
Yeah.
referee, no cheating, no favor.
Yeah.
Now you're like, hey, I mean,
But it's your first time. And then,
no,
any beginning nervous?
No, I remember in 2002, 2003.
Yes.
SAFA combined the panel of NFD and PSL to be one panel.
Okay.
So with that, it means I got to get more officials in the match.
I see.
With the likes of Jerome Damon, Walter Chubele, Rolima Rule, all the top referees that we had in the country. So you got to learn, so that when you eventually get the game, then you acclimatize easily. So that helped me a lot in terms of when I got in there, I knew the culture, I knew how things are done. It's just that smaller levels before you start the match. But once you start the match and, the greeting by the supporters right there, it gives you like, now welcome to the big league. Wow. Because here you get everything that all the insults, everything. So now you must be ready to be a man and be counted amongst men.
Talking about insults, what are the challenges faced by referees on a daily basis? I think you guys are the most hated people in as far as football are concerned. Am I correct to say that?
I hated and laughed. Because we give a penalty, you are laughed.
Yeah.
We don't give a penalty, you are hated.
Yeah.
So and it was part of the game. So they now have the haters. One will say, you don't give penalty. One will say, what's this?
Yeah.
So we are hated and laughed and we enjoy it. But the supporters know they will hate you at that particular moment. But after some few minutes, they forget. And that is a big decision that will cost the team more money. Like remember the Rovers Cup, and one even remembers that when Marcelo scored a goal, that was ruled offside by the assistant referee. Hey, that one they don't forget. But these smaller ones, when it doesn't affect the match, they usually forget, and they understand that football is done by human, and human are bound to have to commit errors. Who does not see? Jesus Christ once told them that who does not see, let him throw the first stone. Who throw the first stone? Nobody. So now they higher. Yeah, you also make mistakes like us.
Yeah, like us.
Yeah.
Don't forget, you are watching Biggie on Sport, and we're talking the situation and the standards of a referee in South Africa, and I am pleased to say that to help us through navigate all those issues, my guest here is seasonal referee, very popular, gracing our screens every Monday on television to give us his analysis. I'm talking here about Victor Hlungwani. Moving forward, as a referee, we spoke about challenges and that are faced by referees. As Victor, what would you say are the highlights of your career? Just unpack it for us. You've been to CAF, you've been to FIFA, World Cup. What has been the highlights?
The first one, Biggie, let's talk about Chiefs and Pirates.
Okay.
Yeah, I did that game in 2010. I did it as fourth official, but now I'm thrown into the deep end. 2010, remember, the fight in the country was huge.
I remember as a build up to the World Cup.
Now, 20 February, I get an SMS to say you did Pirates and Chiefs too. I mean, those games we know with Jerome Damon,
exactly, yes.
Daniel Bennett will do those games. They were all, who else was there? Because remember, 2005, I removed most of the senior. So it was mostly Jerome, Bennett. Now, I only
yes, the club.
It was a official right there.
It was a official. Yes, okay.
Now I get this SMS to say, I'm doing this game. I'm like, no, this is a mistake here. This is not my game. And you have to respond immediately. You know to respond. After an hour, they called me to say, we sent you an SMS to say you're having this game. You have not responded. Are you available? I said, no, I thought it's a mistake. This is not my game. They said, no, Peter, you have been doing well in your game. So it is help this game. Wow. So that's telling me you have been doing well.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, hey, really, this is my game.
It motivated you.
It motivated me. Then I accepted the game. Guess what? On Thursday, media statement comes out. Tickets sold out. FNB. No, not FNB. Orlando Stadium. FNB was being renovated for World Cup. Yeah, okay. Yeah, Orlando Stadium, a full house. Yeah, that is the sold out stadium. I'm like, hey, who will be watching the match day? You know, I think of all these people who come to that game. The parliament stops, remember? Yeah. If I can mess up this game, my career it's gone. Then I went to that match. I did it 0-0 score. Wow. You know, I won the whole night. The whole night, yeah. People would compliments. Yeah, compliments. Yeah. I mean, I was so happy. Yeah. I was very happy. And then now comes 2011, 2012, I get another match international there. Brazil, Gabon. You know, everything in Brazil. The World Cup match. No, it was a friendly match. Yeah, these are big friendly match. Okay. Yeah, Brazil, Gabon in Libreville. I was like, hey, why I was given this match? Then someone told me, hey, Peter, you've been doing well. So Kev decided, no, you deserve this match. Wow. I went to Brazil, Portuguese. Gabon, French. Now we have to communicate with the players. You don't know Portuguese. Yeah. Now I have to learn how to communicate with the players in those basic words. Calm down. Yes. Tranquil. Now when I say tranquil, so that it seems when I have to communicate with the players on the field, that I show me. Yeah. Now first tackle, one player from Gabon. I'm like, what am I gonna say now? Those words was way gone. Now I went there, I'm like, problem. The player was apologizing. I'm like, okay, one more, we understand. Yes. And you know what I did? Day before the match, there's what we call business meeting, where you will display your kit. Okay. And when they raise the t-shirt of the t-shirt that will be using in that match, they will say problem, then they say party problem. It means no problem. Then you take the short problem, they show us as a reference. Oh. Yeah. Also, the colors do not clash. With the referees. So I want to say problem, okay. Party problem, no problem. Yeah. Problem, then the socks, that like that. When there's a clash, problem. So there was a clash mostly. You keep someone up there. Problem. When I want to get something like, the message is going to scroll through. Yeah. Wow. And then comes again, there was one guy from Gabon called Daniele fighting with one guy from who was the captain by the name of Brazil. I can't remember his name. Then I have to go now. Speak both of them. Yeah. Now everything was there now. Tranquilo. Jesus. So when they said, I don't know, I can speak for himself. Wow. Yeah. And then on the match, it was so nice because ambassador of the country, and remember that game where they had, there was one Brazilian striker called Hulk. Okay. Hulk, you are very strong and big. And it was so nice to be reviewing those players. Was like, yeah. Now I'm an international ref. The feeling was so good. You get other compliments again. Look, the following day, the ambassador of South Africa came to our hotel to come and say, you have the good game. Wow. And unfortunately, he came with another guy who was very black. Now I had to greet this guy and say, bonjour, he said, I'm like, that is the one in the office of the ambassador. Now I know he's Gabonese. South Africa. Yeah. So now I know he's Gabonese. This is in the then I said, I'm managing the office of the ambassador. Since then I ambassador with my language first before I go. If you see car changes things, I don't talk about everything else. So I know you are doing. You move on from there. What's other games that sticks to mind that you feel that you did justice to those games, especially on the international arena? Yeah, there's one time where we were given a cup, Cup Super League Cup final. Okay. Super League is the winner of the Champions League. Okay. And the Confederation. So it was playing in Tunisia, Esperance. Okay. And a team from Algeria. Wow. So they played together. Bennett was my rater, I was the fourth official. You know that game is big, Is the champion in Africa. So for us to be appointed in that match, I still have the F matter.
It's a bit iconic.
You know, that F matter does not stay in the dining room. It stays in the bedroom.
Jesus.
Because it's really good, too good.
I can imagine.
And when you shake hands with them, oh, I had to, both that thing, the only fun. For me, it was like, yeah, to be recognized at this level. It was a children talk for me.
I can see.
Yeah, so even today, I still feel proud to say I was part of the CAF Champions League or Super Cup final in Africa.
You still cherish
It's Daniel Bennett. Yeah, so the children talk. The other ones, it's locally, we had 3 cup, and my first 3 cup final was part of the Chiefs. Dude, that's a car. Some of you are wearing us, dude. How can I get it? I still have a record where I had 93,000 at the stadium.
Yeah, obviously that's the capacity of the capacity. That's the capacity.
That one was more than
because into the rafters.
Yeah, and it's two. So it's a car. Jesus, in South Africa. So 3 consecutive cup finals. What more do you want? What more do you want?
I want us to come back to the war about the situation of referees in our country. This has been on SWOT as we continue dissecting issues in as far as the referee is concerned with my studio guest. Don't forget, a very popular man, a seasoned referee. I'm talking here about Victor Hlungwani. Let's continue. The incident of Yusuf Mat is one incident that actually ruffled feathers, I guess, within football fraternity amongst the fans and the supporters, and that he unleashed on Pirates player in the middle of the park. They call it a career-ending tackle. What do you make of such tackles? And then another tackle before you answer is about the tackle that was weeded out on former Kaizer Chiefs striker. I'm talking here, now playing for TS Galaxy, Bernard Parker, by Bongani Zongo of Sundowns. And that one actually, it sent him straight to the hospital where he stayed out from football for about 6 months. Such tackles, Pravik, what do you say about them?
It's in the law. The rules of the game talk of serious foul play. Serious foul play is when a player uses brutality or excessive force or attempt to use excessive force and endangering the safety of an opponent. The player must be sent off. So the Zungu was sent off. Correct decision by the referee. The other one for Chief, you said Mart, yeah, it's a violent.
Yes, it's a violent. What are we with Meda?
Yeah.
From a referee, that is Jerry Chapani.
Yeah, so if you go back to the loss, you remember that in 2010, France came to South Africa through a handball by Thierry Henry when they beat either the Ireland or Scotland. I think it was Ireland in a match that was deciding who would come to 2010 FIFA World Cup. By then, FIFA was reluctant to introduce VAR. But after that incident, FIFA realized that everyone in the world was watching that match, but it was the last match to decide which team comes to join us in 2010. In France, emerged through a clear and obvious handball. FIFA then said, we now need to introduce VAR to assist our referees. Now, in our country, football has grown.
Yes, it has evolved.
Exactly.
It has evolved.
So why don't we go to technology? Now we need the assistance of technology to assist our referees. That's that. I think I will end there. You say our referees need assistance, and the only available mechanism now is video assisted referee, where our referees will be assisted through slow motion. That you guys, when you analyze the referees, you use what? Slow motion. So let the referee be given slow motion, our football will improve.
I don't want to put you on the spot, but I'm going to bring this to you on behalf of the viewers, wherever they are. The referee Jerry Chapani, without taking everything away from him, he's been in the news for wrong presence lately. Do you think he needs help?
Did they get decision wrong then? What decision? Because some decisions are difficult on the field of play. Yeah, most of them they got them correct, and nobody says anything.
Okay. Hence I said, I don't want to take everything away from him.
Yeah.
But lately he's been in the news for wrong reasons.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I can make quite a number of example games that he has officiated in and he got it wrong. But yeah, go ahead.
Yeah. Refereeing it's done by human beings.
Okay.
Any human being can make a mistake.
Okay.
You, me, Jeremy, anyone.
Anyone.
So in football, when such mistakes happen, there are football processes. Sabotage of rehabilitation, where they assist the referee to improve his performance.
Okay.
The same with players when they miss a sitter, an open net. What do we do with them? Do we slice them?
No.
The same coach will put them in the starting line the following week. We actually, the referee department would put him to another match.
It's a same.
You look at, I'll give you an example. Remember when the goalkeeper of Kaizer Chiefs was pressed by Hlungwani?
Okay.
What is that second goalkeeper now with the...
I forgot his name, yeah?
Yeah. Then he was pressed, he considered the goal. That was weekend. Wednesday was in the starting lineup. And now you find people saying the referees are costing the coach's job. Why does he tell him, no, we want to give him confidence? So even in the referees department, we have a process that assists our referees to improve in the game. So look at Jerry now, 2 games that he did now. Brilliant performance. Yeah.
Still on that, the coach of Amazulu, Pablo Franco Martini, was emotional, was in tears after the match with Orlando Pirates, Amazulu, in the first quarterfinals of the Nedbank Cup, as they were beaten in Devon, was in tears. And mentioning with such a scandal, saying that the referee wasn't on their side.
Yeah,
and it's not trying to interject. It's not only Franco Paolo Martini.
Yeah,
Cape Town Spurs coach Ernst Middendorf also actually echoed the same sentiments. Jose Rivera of Orlando Pirates, he's been complaining. Sundowns coach Rolando Mokoena, he's been complaining, especially about their game they played previously, saying that the fourth official was telling them that I'm a human being, I'm making mistakes, and so are you making mistakes, and so forth.
Yeah, we all make mistakes, so nobody is immune to mistakes.
Exactly.
But at the end of the day, there are processes that they examine. The same way as there are processes in all these different clubs to deal with challenges. Every family is a challenge. So when we have a challenge in the referee department, we have the process of correcting that within.
We continue with our conversation here with our assistant referee, Victor Hlungwani, right here in our studio. You spoke about the highlights of your career as a referee, seasonal referee as I call you. You spoke about challenges elsewhere, but I want us to delve more into challenges. If you remember well, one player or few players that were troublesome in matches that you officiated, who can you say that?
Yeah, the first one will not be safe.
Ojo.
Yeah, very good player.
Okay.
But that guy gave us problems. One day I'm doing
gave problems when he was still captain of Orlando Pirates?
No,
before he went to Amazon.
He moved to many basic teams.
Okay.
Yeah, there's one game I did where I was at his man icon. He's playing for Vets.
Okay.
Vets is playing Sundowns Wednesday night.
Okay.
Vets supporters is that bad.
Yeah.
They will be all supporters.
Especially at home.
They are very away.
Okay.
So Sundowns supporters will come in for you. Now I hear this song on the grandstand. Uyazisola, amapizela. I will sing the dance and the one. Uyazisola, amapizela. Now I get my going for a ticket. This is a yellow card. Now I had to speak to my business. Easy, man. Okay, then it continues. He came saying, I tell that this is a yellow card. Now when I give you a yellow card, guess what? Very often, I'm not fighting with you.
Yes.
No, man.
You were lenient.
Exactly.
In the earlier incident.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Now I'm like, this man, I'm not in conflict with him, but what does he say? Very I am Bala. Well, where food? You know, yeah, you look at it. Exactly. But he click another one. You know what for freedom? Yeah. I want to sing a figure language. Very mind the same from Google. Yeah, man. So Papa decided to order a Korean. Now you look at all the chain apps that let's play. I tell my child to Ijibela in the street that so make him out there. So I work with him psychologically because was someone I understood why he was aggressive like
exactly.
Because I was agreed by this song. So he will not take that. And in football, he must control the position. One interesting one in Cape Town, this one I like it. Yeah. And there's a player, I don't know, I'm playing Vasco in Black Aces. This player is kicked down. Vasco da Gama. Yeah. So he comes to me. These free kicks are going one side. We're getting nothing. So it's a yellow card because it's only decent. Yeah. I said, this one I'm not going for a yellow card. So I speak to him and say, the free kicks are going one side because you're not doing your job. Yeah. Your job is to score goals and make those teams and the officials, the supporters happy. Yeah. You're not doing your job. So do your job and let them happy. Here's what. Second half, he scored the goal. He went to the corner kick, celebrated. He came to me. I'm doing my job. I'm scoring. I'm like, hey man, it's right to emphasize. So he came to me and said, Mr. Victor, I'm very sorry the way I approached you, but the way you told me to do my job, after scoring that goal, I remember, I wish you could come and review again next week. I said, my friend, they would tell me.
I think, Vic, the way you held yourself up, officiating these games, I guess that's how many players have actually warmed up to you. Moving on, the training that actually SAFA referee committee that is shares with the referees. What type of training? Because it looks like there's a lot that goes into the training, including psychological training as well.
Yeah, let's start with the beginners. The beginners need to help them for 3 to 4 days so that they grasp. You know that law book start from law 1 to law 17. So you have to know every law.
I'm talking about the reference book.
The reference book. Yeah, it's called the reference chart. Yeah. So that law book, you need to know all the laws. So for 1 2 days is not enough. So we have to create them at least for 4 5 days. During our time, we'll go 4 5 days. So we will generalize the book. If you ask me what is law 9, I'll tell you ball in and out of play. The ball is out of play when the ball in the sleep. Crosses over the goal line or transfer whether in the air or on the grass. Can you see it's in here? Wow. The ball is out of play when the referee blows the whistle to stop it. It's in here. The ball is in play all times when it is inside the field of play, including when the rebound from the corner flag, the goal post, the crossbar, the ball is in play. It's in here because I internalize it. So when it happens in the match, so the ball is not out of play, then play continues. That's it. Yeah. So that is the way referees should be trained. And then when you come to the level of national, the status change because now you need to deal more with the match analysis, video analysis, analyze whether the marked kick was
achieves a bad
series where you give those incidents.
That's how you do into FIFA changing its laws.
Exactly. Yeah. So that's how we do the teaching. So for junior ones, it's more. Then for the senior ones, it's more focusing more on match situation analysis. Those who are accelerators will do more offside. Those who are refs will do more of fouls. Yeah, just to improve our game.
So with this unbecoming behaviors, if I may call them by referees, what are our chances to be represented or to have referees of our own representing us in tournaments or divisions on levels like CAF or FIFA? We're going for the World Cup in 2026. Are we to see one of our referees maybe participating in the FIFA World Cup?
Maybe you're saying World Cup. How many countries are in the World Cup? Africa has 54. Now, other federations, how many? So you're talking of more than 200 countries. Now, if you have one from a World Cup, if you have two, it's a big bonus. But if you have some countries have nothing in the all this World Cup. I've never seen the Botswana referee the World Cup. But South Africa will always have one. The Cloud was there, Jerome Damon was there, Bennett was there in Brazil, Gomez was there, and Aboget Tommy is there. So it means we're doing something good. Yeah, because South Africa has got 4. Nothing. We have one. At times we have 2 because we have Jerome and we have Sakele and Gomez. So that shows FIFA is recognizing the work that we do in South Africa. That's why we have one. Mozambique, we never had one. Yeah. I raise my kids.
So you say you only have one representative is a bonus.
It's a big bonus.
I'm looking at CAF, the recent that is Confederation Cup, that is Africa Cup of Nations.
Yeah.
We only have 2 representatives.
Exactly.
One referee in the VAR booth, and the other one was actually officiating.
Yeah. And we could have 2 because Kelly was left and we don't know what happened.
Okay.
But I think Safa is working very hard on retaining it because if you look at his current performance, he has been doing very well.
Yeah.
So to have 1, if you have 2, we should be celebrating as a country. Say, some countries have nothing, we have 1 or 2. So that's great achievement in the country. I'm not sure about DRC if they had 1, but I remember it was nothing.
There was nothing.
Yeah, but there's a red called Chanis from DRC. He's doing very well. Yeah. And it's now in the current list for Africa to represent. So some countries having nothing. We have 1 Swaziland. I don't know.
We never
Maybe I think in the World Cup.
Yeah.
They never. So we can't go. We are privileged to celebrate.
On behalf of the audience, what is Bravika doing now?
Now I'm the chairman of referees in Citibank.
Wow.
South Citibank and the Gauteng Football Association. I'm head of referees development.
Okay.
Where I deal with the development of referees in the GTL, Gauteng Developmental League, ADBC Motsepe League, SASO League. So all these referees, I have to prepare their training.
Okay.
So that we can accelerate them to their next level of refereeing in the country.
Okay.
And we are cooking something.
Is it?
Watch this.
So you're working side by side with Victor Gomes, who's the national chairman of referees.
Yes, I promote Victor. So it's Victor to Victor. Victor to Victor. The other Victor. Yeah. and the irony is I taught him a lot because this first day he got me in the panel. So I had to teach him. So it's the other way around now where he's my boss.
Okay.
But I have to accept that it's life. If you are appointed to do a job, just do the job.
Another question on behalf of other viewers. How possible and how far are we as a country for the implementation of VAR?
All we can say is the Referees Department has prepared documents. 1, 2. We can also say that the president of SAFA is keen on us having VAR, or the whole executive of SAFA. They want VAR in the country. And so the process is with the executive, with the SAFA.
Okay.
So the letter has been written to FIFA to say we are ready. So there are these processes that need to be given. There's a license that need to be given to South Africa to say you can start trading. So SAFA is in that process. So anytime SAFA can announce that we are implementing VAR. Yeah.
Before I let you go, Ravik, a lot of people are watching now. They would like maybe to get hold of you and maybe interact with you. Are you on any social media platform that they can actually engage and talk more or further beyond this platform with you?
Yeah, obvious. Yeah. The first one that I like so much is Facebook because Facebook came area.
Okay.
So on Facebook, Victor Hlungwani, you will see the face with the head.
Yeah.
There's another one where you see 4 people.
They call themselves Peter Hlungwani.
Yeah, no. This one is with the head in Nigeria. No. Yeah, the target.
Okay.
But the one where I'm wearing a head, and we can talk.
Okay.
Yeah, and then Twitter is that Victor Hlungwani. Victor 169,000. Yeah, then we can interact, but I'm not too much into Twitter. I need to improve, but my friends are teaching me. You are teaching me, Kaka is also assisting me how to manage. Exactly. But Facebook, we can talk anytime.
Okay.
Yeah.
I must remind you once again that this is not a bashing process in as far as referees are concerned, but just sharing knowledge. Hence, we invite experts such as Victor Hlungwani, who has been in the game itself, and he knows it from the palm of his hand. And coming to you once again, what would you say to the viewers?
I would say this, football rules are easy to understand, but they are made difficult by the spectators, the coaches, the fans, the media, and even the referees themselves. So a thorough understanding of the laws of the game is essential so that we can interpret them better. So when we have a platform where there is talk about the laws of the game, please listen so that you can learn to improve your understanding on the knowledge of the laws of the game. Because that is where football is lacking now. Because you will find people saying that ball was not out of play, but they don't get received. So when you support your standing with the laws of the game, that the whole of the ball cross over the line, but you can see there's a small piece that loses the whole of the ball. You still say the younger goal was a goal, but you can see there's a small piece. So it shows your level of understanding on the laws of the game. If you say younger was wrong with evidence that there's a small piece.
There's a jargon you use in football.
Yeah.
The circumference
of the ball. And we don't want to confuse. Yeah. We don't want to confuse it because circumference is a mathematical term.
Okay.
Yeah. We will say mathematics, mathematical. We don't want to go to the now. But then we always say the circumference is the distance around the ball.
Wow.
Yeah. That is science and maths. So now the whole circumference must cross over the line. The younger ball, there's a piece. Yeah. And when there's a piece, no.
You are talking into my mind something very interesting before I let you go once again. Don't you think it's important that workshops to engage maybe the supporters and football fans throughout the country? It's important to throw the book at them. Even if it's not a workshop, but maybe a manual should be put together. Like the small constitution book of the country.
Yeah.
Say, guys, supporters, who gets into the stadium? Here. Familiarize yourself with the laws of the game. Because what you just hinted on, it's very important that we as spectators, supporters, we are the ones who start all distance of attacking referees.
Hey, South Africa is too nice. They don't only attack referees. Even the coach, they do the right now for high teams for everyone to know. If you even go to the boardroom, to the change room, I don't know what I say if you want it. But the morning when they say, I don't know what other things you play in coaching. You see, if you want to be a representative, you must get some journalistic law. You see, but they want to be journalists without. But we understand that football is a game of all people or opinions, but then it's governed by regulations. It's governed by rules. Like any other career, there are regulations. In my teaching career, they will tell you a teacher must avoid excessive use of cosmetics. So those adequate are the essentials for one's career. So our people, if they can understand the football laws of the game, it will be easier for them to interpret it and also to analyze.
Before Uluma, that's what to say. Before Uluma, learn the pocket book.
Learn the pocket book. There is a good mark. The other says no, it's not a goal setup, but it's a goal because of the line.
Wow. Yeah. Well, there you have it, folks. Be on spot. Thank you so much for watching. As we always say, we say what they want to say. And much appreciated to my guest here, Victor Hlungwani, but also give credit to the people who are behind the scenes. I'm talking here about Ntlantla, talking here about Jimmy, who are behind producing the content for this particular segment. And once again, thank you so much to my guest, Victor Hlungwani, our seasonal referee. We always know that he's always gracing our television screens with his analysis. But also not forgetting JD Art Studios right here in North Cliff for this particular platform. Until then, shalom.
Biggie on sports. He says what they won't say. Tune in, connect, and hear a different perspective.